student majoring in human resources and management. So today's video is a reflection on my journey at Curtin University and enhancing your business mind class. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself to you. Being a full-time student at Curtin, I also work part-time for SME Mauritius Small Medium Enterprises Observatory Research, whereby we as academics constantly update decision makers and entrepreneurs on the latest market trends and allow SMEs to continue to contribute to the island's economic growth. I'm passionate about human behavior and business affairs. Furthermore, I will give you an explanation on my employability tool, activities I have done in my EYBM class, a reflection upon my time at the university, and a message to my future self, and I will wrap up with a concluding note. So please try to bear with me because we have a long way together. From the very onset of my legal presentation in seminars 1 and 12 that we have done in our EYBM class, I could identify myself firstly as an easy reading. This is because I'm always precautious and trying to minimize any types of uncertain risk and trying to keep everything in control by doing long-term and short-term planning, and even being reluctant to embrace any type of uncertainty, new changes, that would usually make me feel so frustrated. I know you must be finding it so boring and rigid, right? However, from my second legal representation, I would finally feel myself transform into a tortoise, being more patient and working strategically without not much planning, because every reflection from my EYBM class indeed destroys my schedule. Yes, seriously. Now let us have a look on my employability results. This shows that I possess somehow basic literacy alongside with social, cultural and ethical literacy. However, my main drawback is the ability to manage and maintain the same level of emotional intelligence constantly throughout my whole learning phase, especially while working with different teams and doing different types of assignments. As you can see from the net, I highly need to ameliorate my emotional intelligence, but on a good note, I possess good ethical, rhetorical, cultural and social literacy, especially by working with international students. Despite having a fair level of critical literacy, yet I feel I need to upgrade and improve it further to be able to cope with everyday life challenges. Furthermore, at Curtin University, we are also trained to develop this type of skills, as almost all my assignments require me to do so. Furthermore, we are being trained in such a way that we are obliged to meet our duties, because it always seems impossible until it's done. As compared to my second employability test results, as you all can see, I feel that my critical thinking skills and emotional intelligence has improved during my learning phase. But still, I feel I have a long way to go. This is because these skills cannot be achieved in a couple of days, as it moves with experience, know-how, exposure to real-life experiences. Now, let us proceed towards my reflection on my time in enhancing your business mind, which was indeed an interesting, challenging, enjoyable, as well as a reflective unit, whereby lots of reflection, critical analysis, self-awareness, and identifying my own emotions were highly emphasized. Moreover, I could sense changes in my cognitive skills, my own personality, self-assertiveness, team dynamics, and my team cohesion indeed improved. I could feel myself to be transformed into another person after participating in those weekly activities. However, in one of the seminars that we have done, known as the negotiation tactics, where I feel the whole class changed to a courtroom, with the arguments arising from the trade union and the employers always fighting and for collective bargaining. However, as a human resource student, this argument provides me an aperçu of how I will need to resolve conflicts and reestablish peace, since it's my area of work in my future career. One day during my internship, I happened to meet the chief executive officer in the lift. So as a new trainee, I had to introduce myself to him. And to my great surprise, I used the elevator bridge to give him an overview of myself in a couple of seconds. On that day, I felt to accomplish a great achievement of being able to talk quickly and resourcefully in such a limited amount of time, thanks to the elevator pitch then in my EYPM seminar. Moving on to my reflection on my time at Curtin University. So the transit from being a high school girl to a fresher at university was quite nerve-wracking at first, mostly during the first semester, especially adaptability to the new set of learning strategies and the friendships formed. It was quite challenging because every semester seems to be unique, working in a different team, forming new friends. Additionally, I have done a whole semester online and one in a hybrid mode, which was both on campus and online because of COVID-19. So despite the challenges of working from home, yet I was able to cope and demonstrate good learning because at Curtin Precious we were highly supported and motivated by our professors and all the adequate learning materials were offered to us. However, jeopardizing my academic and personal life, as well as doing extracurricular activities, was a real battle for me, as I have done many sacrifices in terms of my personal commitments, sacrificing my leisure time with my friends and family, and most importantly, my beauty sleep to meet up my strict deadlines. However, I was offered the most privileged opportunities like research assistant of data collection. I am also a member of Curtin Integrity Club to promote integrity, an active member of Green Campus, whereby I used to plant trees on campus. In terms of my university life, it's one of the best moments I spent in my entire life. And I didn't even know the time when it started feeling like home. So despite all the ups and downs in my life, I find it hard to make friends. But university shows me the value of true friendship, despite I didn't spend much time with my friends. And apart from mastering academic and professional life, Curtin has helped me to be a better version of myself. So my focused career plan right now from 5 years, from 2022 to 2027, I don't know what the future reserves. But in accordance with my Odyssey plan, after the completion of my degree next semester 2023, I will be joining the labor force in the human resource field to get adequate experience and expertise in the industry, since I would want to specialize in industrial psychologist by having a master's in that field, because I'm always passionate for human behavior, as I mentioned earlier. Lastly, I will want to upgrade my LinkedIn account because I will want to be more visible in the workplace, and I will constantly attending seminars and forums to be more visible to my employers. So after that, I will want to settle down before all my hair is done is great. Yeah, jokes apart, I will consider getting married and want to spend time adequately with my family. And for the last part of my plan for year 2027, I would consider planning a baby. I know it's going to be a life-changing event and quite tough as a working mom, but all I want is to have a good work-life balance, balancing my professional and personal life. So a precious message to my future self is to keep track of your academic progress, considering your emotional, psychological, and physical well-being. Be ready for any change, breakdown, failures, dissatisfaction, and also ready to experience the immense joys that life throws at you. Lastly, be yourself, whatever you feel, accept it, acknowledge it, and be prepared to get lost in the uncertainty. And most importantly, don't overthink it. Be a better version of yourself. Minimize expectations because there's no substitute for you. Build a strong self that is assertiveness and not forget your moral values. Lastly, surround yourself with people who bring out the best of yourself. In short, Curtin University prepares me for life, and UIBM taught me both professional and life skills. I'm sad to leave university, but indeed this unit and my university experience made me feel a plethora of emotions and have left a footprint in my entire life. It's finally my departure time, so see you all in 5 years. Thank you.